Hey Kova. So, what do you do? Well, I'm an artist. But you just graduated from Stanford. You study computer science. I know, but have you ever felt like there's this thing you keep thinking about that pulls you towards it?
Hi, I'm Kova, and I make videos about art and technology. After graduating from Stanford a couple of months ago with my computer science degree, I decided to walk away from my job to become a creator full-time. This is a story of how that happened, and if you've ever chased your creativity, this story is for you.
So, how did we get here? Growing up, home smelled like paint. Mom was an art teacher and made sure my sister and I drew a lot. When we were making art, feelings could become colors and shapes, and it was a simple realization that changed the way I saw the world. But somewhere in school, art became something else.
I had trouble making friends, so I would hide in this pile of forgotten gym equipment on the 5th floor. And there, I would draw these little characters and worlds while you could hear echoes of laughter from the gym beneath. So, art became escape. Plain and simple. After getting into college, I told myself that I was too busy to make art, but ended up rushing through all of my computer science assignments anyway to get back to whatever creative side project was going on at the time, whether that was doing a photo shoot or playing around with Procreate Dreams. My fingers would even itch during algorithms lectures, and I would be like, it would be super fun to draw the professor as a cat right now. Why don't I make that happen? To that point, I have always loved art, but never felt like it was a viable path I could take. So I thought, okay, I will do the right thing for myself. Got the internships, went to hackathons, worked in AI when that became cool. But ever since I stopped believing that creativity was worth chasing, I felt a little lost.
But then, I directed my first film. It was for Stanford's AR/VR club, and I got super hooked. The videos felt like a way to connect with art again, and I especially loved visual effects, as it was such a beautiful way to visualize technology, especially imagining it in ways that connects humans instead of drives us apart. I started landing gigs, mainly for Stanford and MIT hackathons, until one of my friends saw me edit a video for the 100th time and said something that changed my life.
Something inside me actually believed her, so I started posting for myself. Maybe it was a bit of a calling, but it was definitely really scary. What if the algorithm confirmed this was not what I was meant to do? What if my friends saw my work and my work ended up flopping? But my work has reached an audience beyond what I've ever imagined and brought me to some incredible places and people. So after graduating and a pretty difficult recruitment cycle, I felt super fortunate to land my dream role in tech. But I felt that old creative itch, the same one that would happen in lecture halls, come back. And I knew I had to be honest with myself.
When I think of art, I think of this Chinese saying called 精神. It means spirit, but more than that, it means the drive to do things that comes from a wellspring inside you.
I've been running towards and away from art my whole life, and I simply cannot ignore that place anymore. And I want to make art because there's something so beautiful about showing up for someone. When that person chooses to spend their irreplaceable time with you, letting your story fill their morning kitchen or late night loneliness. That makes me think of the younger version of myself.
Creators showed up for me. They brought me inspiration and comfort. We're often told that creative paths aren't viable paths, but I think the world is changing for artists, which brings me to this. In an age where everything is becoming faster, more optimized, creative work has become the antidote. It reminds us we're still human, so the world has started to crave it. We see it in design that breaks the rules, technology that brings us back in time, the rise of the storyteller.
People think AI is inherently at odds with art, that it's replacing artists, and I've written about this a lot. But I think that it's actually opening up new ways to create. There will be new categories of art, and all eyes on artists.
Every historic tool has been called the death of art, but the camera didn't erase painting, and sampling is no less music. And as trust in institutions and companies decline, people are turning to other people. Artists, as meaning makers, become a source of truth in a changing world. That's why I'm incredibly optimistic about the future of art. And speaking of a changing world,
art is on the edge of its biggest transformation ever. But we're seeing that engineers are trying to unlock creativity while not fully understanding the process or the people behind it. Similarly, artists are having their future being decided for them and being built on their work while not having a place in most of those conversations. I want to be a bridge between creativity and technology. And so I chose to create. More reasons behind that are I love the creator community. People who build their own compass and have the courage to put themselves out there into the world every day. The internet was still new in Y2K, and creators only really emerged as a label in the 2010s. It's such a new lineage that I want to be part of this legacy. I also love creating because it feels like such a direct way to share the truth with the world. I felt that working in tech and AI, there was a difference between the things I wanted to make and the time and freedom I was given to actually make them. So I'm glad to finally pursue the art that I've wanted my whole life. Finally, I think it is entirely possible to make it as a creator in 2026. In fact, I think that anyone who has a strong point of view about the world and doesn't give up can make it. In a nutshell, I think life is too short not to be designed the way you want to live. I think about this quote a lot. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? I think a lot about how we are such hyphenated people. We carry so many identities that we don't get to fully express. But you only get this moment to do what matters to you right now. This one moment. And I want to take responsibility for my one wild and precious life. What is it I do? I'm an artist. Was it worth it? I think so. The path isn't clear, but it's mine now. So, what are you going to create next?